Have you ever wondered how you can make professional Stickman animations completely by yourself? Well, over the past few weeks, I've been making my own Stickman animations, and throughout that time, I've developed a workflow that will let you do the same. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you the incredibly simple yet efficient two-step process that will give you high-quality Stickman animations. And the one step you absolutely have to get right for this entire workflow to work is locking in your character, because that actually solves two problems for us. The first one is our character changing over time as we get more videos made, and the second is making sure that it looks exactly how we want it. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is head over to Higgsfield, which you can do as well by clicking the first link down below. It is the perfect platform for this entire workflow because it combines all of the best image and video generation tools in one place. Then head over to the image section and make sure you have GPT Image 2 selected. Now this is a model made by OpenAI, and it's going to be perfect for our workflow. The settings we're going to use are pretty straightforward. I'm going with 2K for the resolution and 16:9 for the aspect ratio. And now, the actual trick to getting a character sheet that will actually work is starting from a real reference image. I'm going to be using a photo of myself for this. And as you can see, I have a couple of pictures here that I made by giving one head-on shot and then just asking the AI to spin me around so that I can get the dimensions perfect. You can do it yourself with a photo of yourself, even by taking all of those photos manually. But the biggest point here is to give the model something really concrete to work from. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the reference image inside the prompt box and then paste in this prompt right here. Now what this prompt does is ensure that all of the key aspects are intact, but everything actually gets generated in a Stickman art style with this 4-view character sheet. So let's go ahead and generate. And just a few seconds later, we get an almost perfect output. It is obviously a very clean character that actually looks like me. That is what we're going to be using to reference in any animations going forward. But just like that, we have our character locked in. And so the next thing we need to do is obviously turn that sheet into an animation. But before we get into that, there's one crucial element we absolutely cannot miss, which is writing the actual prompt for the scene. And the way I like to start this is by writing a simple paragraph prompt, a very casual natural language description of what I want to happen in the scene from start to finish. So for this very first one, I'm going to go with: a Stickman character named Connor walks confidently into frame and gets confronted by another Stickman who rushes at him aggressively. Connor reacts fast, dodges the punch at the last second, and fires back with a powerful punch of his own that sends the opponent flying off the screen. Connor stands tall at the end, catching his breath. Pure white background, choppy Stickman animation style, high energy action. So nothing too crazy. Now technically you can go with this directly into Seedance and it will do a decent job. But if you really want to nail down the perfect look and the perfect video, making sure all of the timings and the audio cues match perfectly, there is one detail that will make it a lot better. And that is giving the AI a JSON prompt instead. A JSON prompt breaks the scene down shot by shot with specific timestamps, camera moves, and all of that in a language the AI model will interpret and understand a lot better. And that level of control is what's really going to make you stand out from anyone else making that same type of video. And obviously writing JSON prompts from scratch is not exactly something a lot of people are born with, which is exactly why I'm going to use a tool called Prompt.studio that takes your paragraph prompt and just does that for you. It's very simple and it's completely free. You just enter in your email address, you get the access, and then you just paste in your natural description and get back the JSON prompt. And so here is the actual JSON prompt we're going to use for the very first generation, which actually makes this last part incredibly easy. So let's head back to Higgsfield and switch back to the video generation section. Here it's really important that we have Seedance 2.0 selected as the model, just because of how well it's made on the back end. Basically, Seedance is a super advanced multi-model AI video generator that is solely made for extremely realistic cinematic videos, handling anything from something incredibly simple to a complex multi-shot storyboard. Now the settings here are pretty straightforward. You want to set the duration to 15 seconds, the resolution to 1080p, and the aspect ratio to 16:9. Now for the character reference, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the character sheet we built all the way in step 1, and then the JSON prompt we just made. With that being said, let's go ahead and click generate. And in just a few seconds, here's the result. Now the video came out looking really cool. Not only do we get all of the cool angle switches because of how accurate the JSON prompting is, but the actual sound cues as well, which is incredibly important if you are doing something that is very simple visually. It absolutely has to carry the weight by adding really nice sound that will still make the overall result very immersive. The motion is very, very well mixed between that choppy kind of Stickman feel and the actually smooth, accurate action. Now, the best part is that this process is universal, and you can repeat it for any type of scene that you want for your Stickman videos. And for this one, I went with a comedy scene. So let's go ahead and drop the prompt for this one. I've already remade that into the JSON version. Make sure all of these settings are still intact and hit generate. Now, the coolest thing about this video is that it actually attached the music. But not only that, I actually love how the angles work, how it switches to an overhead shot and then, comically the character falls back. Next, let's try something a little bit different. For this one, I want to go for something a little bit more sports themed to see how it actually handles interaction with different objects instead of just people. And so here's the next prompt. I'm going to drop that in and hit generate. And so the result is very, very interesting. Now, even though we have this little problem at the beginning with two basketballs, the overall quality is pretty good. The physics of the ball are actually pretty consistent, even though this is a Stickman video. And the sound cues and all the angles, again, are very, very accurate, which makes this just look that much better. Really, really nice. Now, for this next one, I wanted to see how it can handle different atmospheres. Because honestly, for a Stickman animation like this one, you absolutely want it to work with any of the other themes or styles of how you want to use it. So this one is going to be a lot more suspenseful. I'll drop in the prompt and hit generate. Here I actually love the actual sound that Seedance made in the back end. The bass is very full, and the little animation of the character's hairs actually standing up is pretty comical and very cool to look at. The entire style is very audience friendly and would honestly fit any type of content you are making, whether it is something explanatory, entertainment related, or literally anything else. And with that being said, the biggest test is going to be whether it actually handles some pretty unnatural movements. So for this one, we'll make it a victory dance. I'll drop in the prompts, make sure the settings are correct. And so here's the video, and it is absolutely incredible to look at. The result is just perfect. It is a really nice mix of that comic style effect of the character moving, but at the same time still being pretty high quality in the actual way it moves. It is smooth, yet comical, and there's just so much more you can actually do with this. And it is absolutely incredible how well this workflow works. And the best part is, this exact same workflow can be applied to literally any style of animation you can think of. And what makes it so powerful is Higgsfield, because it bundles every leading AI model out there into a single platform, making the actual workflow 10 times easier. So go ahead and sign up to Higgsfield using my link down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.